Good. How about you?
I've been doing good.
Right.
I've been doing great lately.
It
kind of feels kind of weird not having Sarah here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. So what's going on in Portland? What can we get into this weekend or this week sometime?
Oh, Jay-Z's actually coming to not Portland but Seattle. I'm happy about that.
Pleasure P is coming to Portland on Friday.
Beauty is coming to Portland October the 3rd. No.
I will be at Pleasure P.
I was thinking about the Pleasure P concert, but then I thought about it. I was like, he's like 2 years old, so a little too young. We won't be. It'll be.
I'm grown.
I am glad it's 18 and over though.
It's 18 and over. That's why I'm not going.
Sorry, but it is kind of where the place is. It's kind of
a little raunchy.
Yeah, drug addicts and stuff.
What? Not drug addicts.
Man, it's still gonna be a nice concert.
Where's it coming? Where's it?
We don't want to talk about where it's at. It's at the Roseland, but anyways.
No air conditioning. No seats.
Yeah.
Hot.
So yes, it's kind of.
You ain't right.
Speaking, didn't I hear something about your car?
Yes, the last show we taped, the very next day, somebody stole my car from right in front of my salon. I mean, hopped in my vehicle and rolled out. That is, and I can't believe it because it bothers me because I don't have the best car ever, but it gets me where I need to go. And it was the girl who stole it was a meth head, and she hopped in my car literally. It took her not even 10 to 15 seconds to be driving away. And she had my car for 7 days, sold everything in my car, she sold, and then had the audacity to replace it with all her stuff. Because when the cops called me to come pick up my vehicle, nothing in that vehicle belonged to me. Everything was her. I'm including her driver's license and stuff. Wallet was in the glove compartment.
So you know what she looks like?
I know exactly who she is. Her name is Marina.
Was she in the busted paper?
She was all up in the busted. It's right behind you, actually, Tiana.
We gotta see
the busted paper. Yes, it's right there behind you.
So
but the crazy thing about it is, she stole my car for 7 days. She was arrested at 11 p.m. and released at 1:15. What is going on? Because if it was me, I would still be locked up in Multnomah County. So what's that? Why is it okay for you to steal a car, be on meth, have it for 7 days, and be booked and released, but have a degree and some sense, and they would still keep you, until her arraignment. Her arraignment, because they released her, she didn't show up. This is her third offense.
She's on meth.
She's looking at 2 years in prison because this is her third offense.
That's ridiculous. Why? I mean, what's the...
Like you said, a young gentleman who sold drugs the other way around. He sold the meth and stole your car. He would have been still in prison.
Right.
He probably already been arraigned and
to
everything.
prison.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and go to prison. Yeah. For real. So what makes it? Why?
And speaking of that busted paper, I know everybody. Everybody knows what busted is. Busted is a paper.
To motivate you.
If you don't have it, you need to go get it.
It's a paper that has mostly everybody in here who's been busted for some type of crime. It's
updated
on a weekly basis.
They got rapists in there now?
They have sex offenders and their addresses.
And Marsha's car theft person is in the busted paper.
Yes, she is.
And a couple of your cousins.
I ain't gonna lie, the first issue of Busted,
everybody.
It was, I'm not even gonna say what, it was an in-law, so she's not family. I just want to go ahead and put that. It's not in the bloodline. She was through marriage, but she was on the front page, fugitive, and I knew where she was. I mean, if she didn't have a reward, no. But it's ridiculous, but it keeps you informed.
Did you see his list?
The pictures,
okay, so
the pictures that you're putting up in here is not it. But just go ahead and get the busted paper. You know what we're talking about.
And just how about don't get busted?
Yeah, because you will be in there.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But what about the drug, epidemic in Oregon? How do you guys feel about that? Like,
I think that the big
epidemic
epidemic that they're making it seem is the meth. I think they are so focused on this meth drug. And honestly, I feel, I mean, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but I feel in Oregon, the reason why we're so focused on the meth drug is because they statistically call it a Caucasian drug. A lot of Caucasians use the methamphetamine drug versus a lot of African American use the cocaine drug. So when crack and cocaine was filling the streets, no one was doing marches. No one was taking our taxes to pay for these mothers and these children whose mother on crack. Nobody was getting out of jail off of crack.
Of the African Americans were on crack. It was 70
and
to
no
80%
one was
of African
helping
Americans
them.
on crack.
Now we have 80% Caucasians on meth, and they want to take your tax dollars. They want to put all their kids up in foster kids and
They don't
build
want to keep them in
homes.
jail.
I just don't understand why we didn't do this for crack. Why are we doing this for meth? That's one question that I would like to ask somebody who's on these boards that's coming up with this, these tax laws and things like that. What made them want to do it for this drug?
Maybe they're not black. Maybe they're Caucasian.
And you want to really, honestly, you don't. I mean, I hate, because I'm not racist in any way, shape, or form, but I hate to point the finger and say it's because they're, it's because they're white. That's why. But that's how I feel. I feel like it's because they're white that they are having a little bit more attention and getting them some help. And if you wanted to give that broad some help, you should have left her in jail. Period. Sorry, because she doesn't need help on the streets.
Exactly.
She needs to be locked up somewhere where she can't sell any or have any meth to do that. But why exactly? Why is it more important now? Because it's meth.
Exactly.
And nobody did anything.
And that's
when
funny because
it was for the love of money.
Yeah.
New Jack City. They even had a movie about it. Hey, this is what's happening to
Yeah,
African
taken
Americans.
all over the place, and
really,
nobody helped
nobody
nothing.
said. It was a
Nobody
great
helped
movie.
nothing.
Wesley Snipes, Nino Brown, and kept it cracking.
Yeah.
Nobody really did anything.
And that's kind of funny because where I work with mental health and drug abuse women, and they have it's just so easy for them to go out and do meth, and most of them, I don't know, I think most of them are all on meth. They go out and do meth, and where we are, I mean, I understand women need help, they need all that stuff, but when you keep messing up, go out, do what you got to do in the streets, and then try to come back and get help like you really want to get off that, they just let you back in like it's nothing, like it's just a place for you to go. When you just because you want to be there, you need a place to stay overnight, and it's like, why are you letting these women back in, and they're messing up, they're showing you they can't. I mean, I can understand, but some of these women have been in here for 10, 12 times. They lifetime members of the program.
When is it?
When are you gonna? Yeah, I mean, I understand you can only help a person so much.
Yeah. I saw a television show the other day and it was through Multnomah County. It was like some show, I'm not exactly, it was like on 100, 219, one of those off-the-wall shows. But it was Multnomah County Correctional Institution. There was people that lived here in Oregon, and they were like filming inside the jail. And there was one black lady who was on cocaine, on crack. She has been arrested for possession a few times, and she kept being, involved in this rehabilitation program, and she kept not going. And because she's not going, she is now a convicted felon, and she only did 10 days in jail, and then she got out. And it's like, what's up with the programs? How come she's not enrolled in a program? But then it said that she was enrolled in a program, but she never went, and they keep bringing her back. They keep bringing her back. And the judge said to her, I'm not going to re-enroll you in this program. Exactly. You're going to do 10 days, and then you're going to be released. And God help you. Yeah. And that was it. It was like, we're not, because there's a 350 person waiting list to get into these programs here in Oregon. So
and
when you do
get
that
help.
Exactly. But then you get those ones who just like, yeah, whatever, I'll do whatever you want me to do, judge, to get out of jail. And they never get back in the program. This lady is now, because she didn't go to them 3 programs in a row, the judge brought back all those charges, and now she is a convicted felon. So, and she is currently enrolled in a pre-legal program, and the judge was like, when you get to school, you let them know that you're a felon, and you need to just pull yourself out of school, because nobody's going to hire you in law if you're a felon. So, and it was a sad story, but
sometimes you got to do it like that because they're not going to learn. They're going to keep going back. And I heard that meth gets out of your system within 3 days. That's why a lot of them don't learn. So if you have like UAs or you have like a probation officer and you have to go take a P test, it gets out of you within 3 days. So they do it, and then 3 days later, they're fine. And nobody knows they ever take it.
And what is meth? Is it just like a little bit of everything?
Cat litter, everything. I don't know how to make it, but I mean, I just know that's what's in there.
I did write down what it was. They say it's a psychostimulant and a drug that enters the brain and triggers a cascading release of a dopamine.
I mean, but I don't understand it. I'm just
And
confused.
they say it's a big risk for addiction. Out of every drug, this drug, besides heroin and nicotine, is as soon as it hits your brain, you're addicted. and they use it in some places as painkillers. But now, like everything, I mean, every drug before has been used as a painkiller, they say. I mean, even cocaine and ecstasy was used as a painkiller before they put it on. It came out as a drug to take it as a drug. It was used as a painkiller. So a lot of stuff comes out like that, you know. But then now, this epidemic of these people on meth, it's like the whole Southeast Portland is on meth.
Yeah, that's where my vehicle was. I went to court yesterday, actually, and because the girl was caught doing something else, and she had a warrant for not, going to her thing.
Come on,
and her mom was there, her brother was there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, her mother and her father was there, and her brother and the sister that approached me when I was towing my car back, and she was like, "Where are you going with that car?" She was there, and the mom apologized. She came up and apologized to me and told she was very sorry. She can barely speak English because they're not American, and she can barely speak English, and said she was sorry, and I'm sorry, and I don't know, and this drug, she can barely speak English, but the brother and the sister could, and the brother was like, thank you, because maybe she'll get some help. She doesn't need to be on the streets. She doesn't. But when I checked today to see if she was released, somebody bailed her out.
But then
Probably
as a family, you don't want to see your people in jail no matter what they do.
Right, you don't.
So.
You want to help them, but you can't help a drug addict, I guess, too much. I think that, brings us into, a lot of racism. Do you think that we still deal with that? And I mean, as a society, yeah, but in Oregon, do you think Oregon still has a problem with racism? Do you think?
I feel like that sometimes, especially when maybe everybody, they do this to everybody, but I was in the nail shop today getting my nails done, and I don't like when they talk in their language, because like the guy was kind of yanking and rolling his eyes like he didn't really want to do it and speaking, all his, I don't know, Vietnamese.
Whatever language it is.
And I just felt like I was just wanting to tell him, if you don't want to do them, I can leave because somebody else can do them, I don't, and I feel like that, like when I'm going in the store and I have a big purse. A lady told me when I was in a store with I had like maybe my bag, and she was like, if you don't want to be watched, then don't wear that purse.
Did you cuss her out? Because I would have my tongue would have went off.
She did. She was like, because we're trained to do that. We're trained. How are you doing? Hello, hi. Can I help you? Yeah, she told me that, and I said I'm gonna continue to wear my purse.
Everybody wears big bags. Yeah. And you can steal on a small purse. It depends on what you're stealing.
You can steal with no purse at all. You can have big clothes on.
So I kind of feel that way.
I think I do think it's still kind of a problem. I think it's a problem in certain counties. I think
we were like
Washington County still.
Oregon was like one of the Ku Klux Klan states. Yeah. So I really believe that they still be holding little Klan meetings, in a little barn somewhere. I mean, no, we're never invited unless we're going to be, sacrificed. But I think racism definitely exists right here. I think black people are racist against whites. I definitely think whites are racist against blacks. And then you got Mexicans who ain't even legal.
Aren't
that
you
is racist.
Oh my God!
You thought I was half Mexican?
No,
I'm just asking.
No,
but it does. I think it does definitely exist here in Oregon, without a doubt in my mind. I think it exists.
Oh my gosh!
I think it's just a little bit more quiet because we're free with the gay rights, and we're free with the the.
Do you know there's a different thing though?
That.
There's a different thing than being prejudiced and being racist.
I don't know, because maybe we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, looks like we might take a break, and we'll talk about some more juicy topics when we come back.
See you in a minute.
Right.
All right, I love Busted magazine. If you guys haven't seen it, you really need to check it out. It's a definite infamy in Portland. This may be the only time people get their pictures in the paper.
Hi, and we're back. Before the break, we were talking about, our opinions on racism. So I got a question for you. What's the difference between racism and being prejudiced? Because those are two different things.
Yeah, racism is basically strictly race. I don't like you because you're black. I don't like you because you're white, Mexican, whatever. Being prejudiced is something that I think 90% of the world is guilty of. I mean, I don't like her. Well, something like, I don't like her because she's in that, or I don't like that group because they wear this, or just prejudice against like anything. It's not.
I don't like her because her hair is cute.
But is that
hate? I don't like them because they're gay.
That's a hater.
Yeah,
no,
that's a hater.
I don't like them because they're gay. That's being prejudiced towards
gay people.
Yeah, being gay people. But it's not racist because they're not a race.
They think they are, but they're not.
Yeah. No,
they're not a race.
They can go ahead and make themselves up to be a race, but when it comes to
they're
race,
not.
it's when you go to a job application, it says what race. It doesn't say African American, Caucasian, gay,
lesbian.
Hispanics. No,
Until the government changes it, I guess.
So yeah, that's the definition. But I think that I think everybody's still dealing with that. But I think Oregon, and especially Washington County, is the main one that's really dealing
I
with
can say there's a couple things that I'm prejudiced about. I'm prejudiced against stupid drivers. I'm sorry. I don't like people who can't drive. If you can't drive, get off the road. It's that simple. Right. Get off the road. Because don't get me going. Because you know you always get that person in front of you when you're in a hurry.
Don't drive between 148th and Halsey and 181st and Halsey, because I swear it'd take like 30 minutes to get there because it's like older people in that area. Right. They live in that summer place and they have their nice cars. They'll pull out in front of you and go 2 miles an hour.
They'd be like, woo! Because they know you're in a hurry. They were like, oh my God, here comes Janae. Is she coming? She's coming up 35th right now.
Why do people always have them big old giant cars though?
And they be nice though. They be having like 26s on them and everything.
A couple of them got Porsches and some more. So.
Yes. He got a bad Buick. I mean, you got the little things on the side
with
of
the
him.
tents.
So he won't hit no curves. But he got, he's straight.
That is funny. So how y'all feel about Kanye doing that to what's that girl's name?
Taylor Swift, me out the way.
God. Quick.
Was like,
that was quick. Kanye.
Speaking of Kanye, he looking kind of nice on here though.
He looking very nice.
Kind of nice on there, right there. And Taylor Powder Puff Swift. Okay, she's such a powder puff. Oh my God! Did you see it? Did you actually see it?
Yes.
I did. I saw it. And I mean,
but they say
blame it on the
They said he was drunk. He was drinking with Joe Jackson.
He drink every day. So
he was on the red carpet with a bottle of Hennessy. Boom. You already know Hennessy September check. Thank you, brother.
There's a lot of people who think that he has a little crush on Beyonce. That's why he got a little froggish.
I have a little
kind
crush
of
on
like a little
Beyonce.
under.
Okay. Who doesn't like Beyonce? I like her.
I do too. But I heard Jay-Z was mad at her.
For what?
They said that because when she
so
called
legendary.
Taylor's.
I mean, let her get it out.
She called Taylor Swift on stage because she,
defend her
her
speech. I thought that was
he
respectful.
said that I heard that Jay-Z said that she went against the group. She went against Rockefeller because of that.
That's right. But she didn't go against her mama's manners. Her mama taught her to be better than that, and she felt that lady had got cut off. And regardless, she got cut off. Regardless, she won. And she got cut off in the middle of her speech.
Beyonce got 12,000 awards. She didn't do that because what her mama taught her. She did that because she didn't.
She was being respectful. I think Beyonce was being respectful. You got cut off because of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and give me some of. I mean, can I finish without you? Because you always loud talk to me when I make a point.
Okay, all right.
Without you loud talk to me, please.
Okay, so
anyway.
So what?
She was just saying because you got cut off because of me. Here's my time here, and she gave her the mic. I thought it was respectful.
It was crap.
In my opinion, it's a publicity stunt. Beyonce, she gets taught. Her agent teaches her well. Her mom teaches her well. But that wasn't because she respected her mother. It was the right thing to do. Yeah, but I don't think she did it because, oh my God, I'm the Beyonce and being the right thing to do. I've had 20,000 VMAs. Give the blonde girl her chance.
Sure, but nobody's ever cut nobody off because of Beyonce. Nobody has ever been, the mic has never been snatched out of somebody's hand and said, you didn't deserve to win. Beyonce did. Now what?
I think
and as Beyonce was in the audience when they did that, Beyonce was smiling.
She was like, she
was like, oh my gosh.
She was like, oh my gosh.
Like, no, she wasn't like, oh my gosh. She was like, oh my gosh, Kanye. Like, I really am glad that you kind of did it, but not really. Don't, Yeah, quit trying to give her more props than she really needs.
I'm not trying to give her more props.
She didn't do that because she did that because she was on TV. If that was behind closed doors, Beyonce wouldn't have went up there and gave her. That's why Taylor felt that, and when she got up on stage, do you think she said thank you? She took that mic from her and said, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, but when you do the same
and walked
thing,
away.
That was embarrassing.
I know, but I'm saying Beyonce still gave her a chance. So she should have said thank you. But she knew it was a publicity stunt, too.
She just didn't know what to do. She was standing up there like a statue, like,
But like, I'm like Jay-Z. Kanye didn't kill nobody. He didn't kill nobody. There's more things to worry about. We're making a big old deal about that. If he would have went up there and did that to Little Kim, we would not have been talking about it past 24 hours.
No.
We're talking about it because we have a 19-year-old blonde-headed, blue-eyed girl that's so sweet. She looks like innocent. We hurt her feelings and she was backstage crying. But that was Vivica Fox. Nobody will be talking about it right now.
I don't want to cut you off because I don't want to be a Kanye. I'll let you finish. But it was Taylor's time. Period.
Of course, we know that. That's not our issue. We're not fighting the fact that it was Taylor time.
Jay Leno shut Kanye up when he said, "What would your mama say if she did that?" And there was about 15 seconds of silence.
He shut him up because he was sober.
What would your mama say if she saw you do that? Yeah. What would your mama think?
Maybe he's still hurt over his mom.
He is still hurt over her. He's still hurt over her.
I don't think he is.
But I'm not disputing the fact that what Kanye did is wrong. I'm not disputing that. That's not my argument. My argument is I'm not going to praise Beyonce for saying, "Here you go." I'm not going to praise her. She don't need to be praised. One. And two, I am agreeing with Jay-Z. If I like Jay-Z, I should roll with his broad. That ain't the point. I'm saying I'm Phil Jay-Z. Jay-Z is like, he didn't murder anybody. He went up there and took the girl's moment. Okay, it's over with. Let's leave it alone. But they're making a big old media outtake about this. Even she said, "Can I talk about my album?" When I sit down and have a conversation, I don't want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about my album. Talk about me being on the #1 charts.
Well, maybe
we're making it too big of a deal. But my point is, did you hear when they asked Jay-Z about 50 Cent? When they asked about Kanye, they were like, if that was 50 Cent, would you have been, would Kanye have did the same thing? Jay-Z was like, 50 Cent? Ain't nobody scared of 50 Cent? Yeah, he would have did the same thing. I mean, Kanye was just drunk. He was just drunk. Please. You know, but he probably wouldn't have did the same thing to 50 Cent. But I'm just saying what, Jay-Z said. But, I mean, it wasn't right, but, I mean, it's not a big deal. Like they say, I mean, Rick James, he calling people, itches and stuff.
He was.
Oh, yeah, he was.
R.I.P. He is not here.
Yeah. So what's up with you, Janae? You had some issues that you was calling me the other night on the phone about, some little lightweight little issues.
All right, so...
And don't confuse me today, because you was like,
okay. So look, so I want to move into a new apartment. So I found an apartment. It's really nice. It's a nice price, nice, area. It's like 1 million apartments though. But so I went to take a look at make a long story short, I went to take a look at the apartments. The lady said, well, here, you can take your key to your apartment and you can go see what it looks like, And I was kind of hesitant at first. I was like, no, it looks like the same one you just showed me, the model one. So she's like, no, go look at it. She was telling me about a mirror or something that was in it. It was really nice. So I'm driving. I got to drive around the building, go down a hill, go in a maze, So I'm looking. And I see this fence, and I'm like, oh, there's a park. We can go have a barbecue in the summertime, let off some fireworks, kick it. So I park, go up the stairs. I'm looking. I said, let me look over at the park. So I look over at the park, and I'm like, what is that in the ground? What are those things in the ground sticking up out the ground? It was a cemetery right over my, right with my apartments. But
right next to him, or?
Right next to him. It's like a fence, and then it's graves. Sticking about the ground.
Can you read
the ground?
Can you read the tombstone? Can you say, Jan, rest in peace, 1930 to 1990?
I mean, it's that close.
The first thing I want to say is, hey, get in an apartment. I mean, I wanted to start over at the beginning.
Boo, poltergeist.
Wherever she's gonna go.
But she's like, you're moving out.
Yeah, so high five on that.
But
don't go to poltergeist.
No, but listen, I was talking to people and they was telling me, girl, don't play that cemetery, no mind. What this lady told me was saying that you need to be more scared of the living than the dead, or something. She was telling me.
She had to put some game in it.
She had to, or something.
Did she look at the cemetery?
It's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy.
Was she the manager of the apartment?
They'll be making no jokes.
Was she the manager?
No. But it's kind of creepy.
My mom told me about that, though, because I was going to move across the street from a cemetery one time, and she said this is the energy. But you know what, though? It's about, I guess, it might be about what you believe in. If you believe that bad spirits is going to come. Okay, feng shui, I guess. Run on Run DMC, he does feng shui, all that stuff, how your energy in your house, whatever is outside it. Yeah, and all that. So they say that's bad energy. You know what I mean? And it's a gang of apartments. So you ain't got to pick one by the cemetery.
I don't want to live across the street.
I don't know if we're coming to kick it, Marsha.
No, but the lady, this one of my coworkers was telling me, well, girl, because I always said I wanted to move to Atlanta. Girl, you ain't gonna never move to Atlanta because there's a cemetery on every block. You go to a club across the street, there's a cemetery. She's like, somebody told her that I can shoot you right here. You can be buried over there or something. It was just something, funny. It's like a cemetery on every block. She said, but I don't know.
Kratos movie next to PG&E Park. You want to move next to
With Wob.
With the Wob.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I'm not a cemetery person.
Me neither.
I don't even like going to funerals. I don't, because it's just too draining. I don't want to open the door and be like, hi, Jan. I'm going to live my life. Sorry, yours had to end in 1990. That's not cool.
It is. And I was thinking, late at night, me coming home. I was
Have you seen Thriller?
It was Jen.
What if, like, that's a place, because when I was going up the stairs, I seen some Hispanic people coming downstairs. What if they part of, I mean, not just because they're Hispanic, but, they was coming downstairs and the lady was, like, shy. I've seen movies. And I've seen stuff like that. You think the neighbors is cool, and they're the ones breaking into your house.
You're talking about that movie all lifetime.
When you waiting for you when you get home. You know what I'm saying? It's just me.
Well, it's maybe because they're across the street from the cemetery and they had that horrible vibe. Like, I'm going to kill somebody and then just bury them next. I mean, it's not far to
Thank you.
That's a little bit you in the ground. I think I would kind of just... there's too many apartments out. That was like the last woman on earth or something. Maybe you have to.
But it's nice. It got like the walk-in closets, like the crib type.
I mean, can you bypass the fact that it's at a cemetery?
Janae, I have walk-in.
Would your mother come and visit you?
I have walk-in closets.
Because I'm a little. I'm gonna bring my cross. I'm gonna have my.
Okay, you guys.
Shaking water on everybody.
Thanks for your support. Anyway, I was supposed to find out today if I got it anyway. And they ain't call me, so maybe that's a good thing.
You know what? If you get it, you moving in. So it don't make a difference if it's near.
No, I'm not. So
if Janae gets this apartment, she's moving.
She ain't spending another day with her mom.
Cemetery morgue. You do.
She's trying to kick it and everything. You probably went to Walmart, got your little stuff all picked out.
Well, I gotta go to Walmart.
Did your mama know you're moving? Because we all go to Walmart.
I went to Ross.
Okay.
I mean, that's it.
Save some money at Walmart. From Walmart, right?
At least Walmart has the tags
and a digger.
Okay, yeah, that's not.
You can make sure everything's okay.
Good luck.
My friend just moved into an apartment too out here, and she has her auntie has this boyfriend. She's married and she has a boo on the side, a boo thing. So I guess the auntie's boo helped my friend move into her place or whatever. So I guess no, he just helped her move. He moved her stuff in. So anyway, so can I finish my story next time?
I guess we're gonna have to wait.
All right.
Next time.
Okay. All righty.
See you then in the mix.
Bye. Oh God.